Hello, very good evening, everyone. I hope you all can hear my voice clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Hello,
much
ma'am.
for confirming.
Good
Hello, good
evening.
evening. Good evening, Lakshmi. Great. A hearty welcome to you all for this wonderful webinar. Okay. So I think we have waited enough. I think most of them have joined. So let's not delay. Let's start with our webinar. Okay. So once again, a warm welcome to you all. So give me 1 minute. Let me share my screen.
Already shared one.
Okay. I hope you all can see my screen clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the confirmation. Yes, so let's start. Yes, so welcome once again for this Up Educator webinar, right? So before we jump into the actual topic, I just wanted to take you through what Up Educator is all about, right? What you should know before you join Up Educator. So, as you see in my screen, we have academic partner with Google for Education, Cambridge, MEP that is Skill India, STEAM accredited, and Intel Skills for Innovation, Autumn, NASCOM, and ATE. So we have partner with all these bodies, right? And a few lines about Up Educator. So we are leading institute in India who we offer courses for our participant, which is going to be more of interaction live classes, right? You can participate, you can ask so many questions, and at every session you're going to attain, it is going to be live. So why we have this particular platform? Because we wanted you to ask more questions, clear your doubts, so that once you're done with your courses, you have all answered. All the questions are answered from our end, right? And not only that, we teach the 21st century pedagogy skills, what is required for you in this particular industry, right? So what are the new innovative are coming in, what kind of knowledge you should be having, the information, how to cope up with all the new trends. So all these things are covered in our platform. And again, the digital tools also we are covering in our courses. So we make sure whatever experience you're getting from Up Educated is going to be very unique. And when you step out and when you start working, you have all the skills what is required for your job. Moving on, we have trained more than 20,000 educators from across different schools and colleges, right? And then we have trained teachers from more than 25 countries. Like people come from different countries and take up our courses for their professional development, right? and we are the largest teacher community in social media platforms. So please, I would request everyone to start following us on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and every social media platform, so that you start getting all the updates and you are aware what is happening, what is the current trends which is being followed in the education section, right? And we are 4.5 Google rating, and it is reviewed by more than 4,000 plus teachers across, right? And we also organize international Olympiad, right? So more than 25,000 plus teachers have participated in our Olympiad, right? And we have like, what is the benefits that you will be getting once you give the Olympiad, right? So your achievements also will be published in newspapers, so you'll be getting media coverage also. So you can just see on my screen that media from Z News, Hindustan Times, Business Standards, the print. So everywhere the achievements will be published, right? And when we talk about Olympiad, we have all this subjects covered like international primary, English, science, pre-primary, math, digital, AI for innovative teaching. All the subjects are there. So you can participate in whichever is your criteria, right? Now, few initiative of Up Educator. So the first one is we have partnered with Google for Education, right? And we have more AI trained program which designed is specifically for teachers, right? So we have trained more than 10,000 plus educator on this particular platform. And then we have also trained 20,000 plus faculty and students. So this training will be completely, we'll be going to schools and we'll be training their faculties and students on AI ready skills, right? According to NEP 2020. And not only that, we are the first, in India to build offline AI platform, that is Up Educator AI. So, which works completely offline if you have an Intel AI powered laptops, right? And then we have also associated with NASCOM Future Skills. So advanced AI course for educator, which is very, very important for nowadays teachers. So having this skill is an added advantage in your profile, right? And then again, the collaboration with Google will we have trained more than 20,000 teachers across India on information literacy, right? Yeah. So that's it about Up Educator. So now let us jump into our webinar topic, right? So what do we have in today's topic? So first we will let you know what is NTT or ECCE, right? And then why there is an increased demand for this foundational years educator, why there is a sudden boom, like everywhere people are running behind, okay, we want teachers, we want teachers. Why there is a boom suddenly in this particular platform? And then apart from becoming a teacher, what are the other career opportunity you are going to get once you are done with this particular course? We will explore those options as well. And then why you have to do this NTT or ECCE course? Does it have any benefits or what? We will be talking on those lines as well, right? And then we will also be able to see the other courses which Up Educator will be offering, and the course fees and the certification that you'll be getting once you're done with this particular course, right? So let us quickly jump into what is NTT or ECC. So many people have this confusion. Should I do NTT or should I do ECC? They get confused between these two terms, right? So both the terms are equal. Like when I say equal, like why I'm saying equal, but whatever the course content are there, it is going to be same. It is just the title that you would need. For example, if you're someone from Maharashtra, right, they prefer more having this ECC certificate than NTT certificate. But if you're someone from South, they prefer NTT certificate over ECC certificate. So this is about, state by state, what is their requirement, what kind of certificate that if you have, you'll be able to get your job quickly, right? But when you see the context wise, like what exactly you're going to learn, both the topics are going to be same. There is no difference between NTT lessons and ECC lessons. It is going to be the same thing, only just the title will be different. Whichever region you're from and which kind of certificate you would need, you can just apply for that and it will be providing that particular certificate. But the course content, it is going to be same for both the NTT or ECC course. Okay. And then what are we going to cover in this NTT or ECC, right? We will be teaching you the practical skills which is really important for you once you start working with your children, right? And how you have to deal with them, what kind of communication that you have to have, and what kind of knowledge you should have whenever you're taking a particular topic in the class, and how you can frame the curriculum, right? And what are the standards that you can set. Each and everything we are going to cover in this particular course. Now, moving on to the second question, why there is an increased demand in early years of educator, right? So there are several factors. So we have listed a very common factor over here. First thing is the golden years of development, where maximum part of brain development happen, right? So we say the research says that 90% of the brain development happen in this formative years. It is very important for us to give those exposure for our children so that they get all the essential skills what they want for their future, right? And who is going to do that? It is always a parent and teacher. Do you agree with me? Please raise your hand or give me a thumbs up, right? So it is very important for a teacher to know, what she has to, prepare herself, and how, she can make it very innovative, her teachings and everything, right? It is very important, to follow those pattern. Second trend, if you see the NEP 2020 policy, it has become mandatory that every child, right, should and must get this foundational education. Only then they are eligible for grade 1 admission, right? It is very mandatory. They have to get, because if the foundation is not set properly, if the base is not set properly, no matter how much ever you try to teach a child, the child is just not going to take that or absorb those essence, right? It is very important to train or to give all the exposure to your children in this particular year. And the third one is raising number of nuclear families. Like nowadays you can see many people are nuclear family where it is only father, mother, and a child. Both of them work, and there is nobody to take care of a child. They either appoint a nanny or send to a nearby daycare and all those things. But they want something like, sending just with a daycare, but there is no very, no activity planned or very less exposure to a child. That is not what a parent wanted to provide for their child, right? They wanted to give a meaningful place for a child where he can learn when parents are not away, sorry, they are away from a child, right? So how are we going to set up those things in our preschool, or even if we are planning to open a daycare, what kind of activities that we can set up so that a child is engaged during a day with us, right? All these things is very, very important for us to take care whenever we are planning the curriculum for our little ones, right? And then we have raising number of working parents. As I mentioned, that both of them will be working, they don't have enough time to spend with their children or take certain topics or engage them with their new learnings and all. So it is a huge responsibility on a earlier teachers, like how you can cooperate with them and what kind of skills that you can provide to a child. It is a very, widely asked question, what and all you can do, how much you can cooperate, how much you can help, right? So if we have to sustain, we should be knowing the new trends, how we can accommodate those things as well, right? And then expansion of inclusive education. So we have people coming from different community, different cities, different language spoken. So how can we accommodate everyone in one single classroom, and what kind of strategy that we have to use as a teacher so that we make sure that everyone in the classroom are able to absorb whatever we are making them to learn, right? That is very, very important. So we should know that particular skill. And then increased opportunities are available on online platform due to digital media, right? So there are so many things which are available digitally, but how much absorption rate is very less. So what kind of learning that we should have, or skills that we should have, so that we can utilize digital
क्लोरीन ये तो एटॉमिक
safely
नंबर
in
मतलब
the
प्रोटॉन है
classroom,
प्रोटॉन नंबर
right? I request everyone to be on mute unless you have any question to us, but questions will be taken in the last, right? Now, if you see the market trend in the year, in by 2032, right? We can see that the preschool market is going to grow triple, like whatever we have currently, it is going to go triple from now, right? So, of course, if this is a case, then there is going to be a huge demand for early year educator, right? And then, not only that, I told you that once you pursue this particular course, apart from becoming a early year teacher, you also have several options that you can choose from. So, what are the other options that you can choose? Like, you can become a entrepreneur, that you can own your own preschool, or maybe you can start your own franchisee, right? Teacher, of course, you can become a preschool teacher. Parent educator, because nowadays parent will have so many questions whenever they are planning to send their child to a preschool, right? So I don't know how many of you own your preschool school over here, but whenever they come for the admission, they'll have several questions. And thanks to all social media, because random blogs, random inputs, reels and all is feeding so much of question depression to a parent, and they come very confused for the admission. So you should be in a right way to guide them what is correct, what is wrong, right? So this course will help you to do that, right? And then the strong foundation for the teacher role. So once you start with the pre-primary, you always have a chance to grow to the higher classes, right? Then you can become a teacher trainer, or you can work in any of the edtech company. Like nowadays we have many edtech company who works only for the foundation year, so you also have an option to explore in that particular area as well. Not only that, this particular course has, whenever we talk about early years, we the main thing which comes in our mind is the storytelling, phonics, art and craft, all these things, it is included in our course. So once you're good in all these skills, you can become a individual teacher, or maybe individual trainer for these subjects and all, right? So that is something which you can do, right? So moving on, you know right. So as per in research, mainly early years educator enter the profession with minimal or no formal training. Why? Can anyone say answer? Why? Many schools, like, I'm not telling every school, but many schools in India, like if you really go and take the data of a teacher, hardly few people will be having a training of NTT, or maybe early years. But maximum people just think that they can just come and teach, right? Why? Because they always feel that, okay, if it is preschool, I just have to take ABCDs or one two threes or some kind of rhymes or some kind of story, I'm done for the day, right? But
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Also,
that is not
hello.
NTT.
Yeah,
Yes, Kavita.
yeah. Also, some of the people, like what I feel, some of the teachers who feel like they can teach numbers and letters, also they also feel sometimes, that preschool, or we can say nursery, is only about taking care of children and
Ma'am,
just
can I take the
teaching those
answer for
simple
this?
letters. Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
So okay, I will collect answers later. I just asked one question. Thank you so much, Kavita, for sharing this.
Oh, okay,
So
please.
see, teaching ABCD or one two three is not about preschool education. There are so many things which we should be knowing. As I mentioned earlier, the 90% of brain development is happening in this particular age, right? We should be knowing the stages of brain development, or maybe how the child is developing his cognitive skills, what kind of social etiquettes that I have to make sure that is happening with my child, the domains of development. So many things are covered, right? Knowing only ABCD or 1 2 3 is not going to work, or only putting random flashcards or some charts in the classroom is not going to create a preschool classroom for your children. No. So even the classroom setup has a theme, has a procedure. You have to organize in this particular way only. So why all these things we are going to learn in this particular courses, right? Okay. Moving on to the next, very, very important. Who are we teaching now? We are teaching Gen Alpha generation, right? They are very different. They are very, very different from our generation, right? So now the current born babies are Gen Beta, but will be not teaching them, but whom we'll be interacting or teaching will be always Gen Alpha generation only. So teaching this Gen Alpha children is not easy as we think, right? So all the parents can relate to what I'm trying to say over here, because they're very unique, right? Sometimes we feel that they're faster than us, before we could analyze something or we could figure out the answer, they will be knowing the answer for the solution or for the problem whatever we are facing in home. It can be very small problem in the, in the daily thing and all, but they are very sharp, right? Not only that, you know when we talk about this Gen Alpha generation, they are too much into digital, right? Thanks to tech again. So they are aware of all the digital tools around them. They know how to operate TV, mobile phone, anything, everything. They have an answer for your question. And not only that, they will ask you why it is happening like this. They need an answer from you also. It's not like our generation, okay, whatever Papa Mama says, we'll just listen and we'll sit quiet. No, that is not going to happen with this Gen Alpha generation. They will ask you a question, right? You have to be in a position to answer them correctly, right? You can't just say random answers and you can't tell them, okay, go now. No, they will come and ask you again and again until their question is answered. This is a time when a teacher really feel, am I having the right skill for this particular sector? Is it something that I'm missing? What should be my answer? Because I cannot give a wrong answer, because if you give a wrong answer, they will pop up one more question on the same line and you have to frame one more answer for them, right? So it is very difficult to manage this children, but when you have the right skill, when you have the right knowledge, it is easy to manage them. They just need answer for whatever they wanted. And again, since I told you that they are more into digital natives, it is very important how you accommodate those skills in your teaching. You can't have a traditional way of teaching with your children, right? Like all children will sit in the table on chair and they will be standing in the board and you will write an A and then the apple. See children, look here, this is A and this is the apple. No, that is not going to work with this particular child or children, right? How you can be very innovative, right? It is very, very important, because now when I told you that you will be having children coming from different background, different region, different community, right? Everyone will have different way of learning also, right? You have to accommodate those needs as well. And the major thing which you have to note over here is like the Gen Alpha children have very less attention span. They can't sit in a place and focus for a longer period. Imagine if your curriculum is not interactive, not innovative, they will just not listen to, they'll just keep running in the class, making noises, and all those things will be there. You have to really hook them. You know, each plan that you're going to prepare in the classroom should have an exciting element. And what we should do as a teacher to create those kind of lesson plan, and how we have to plan the lesson plan, time interval, everything we'll be covering in this particular course, right? Not only that, the personalized learning experience. We proudly say that every child is unique, right? But we are very hard, very less people create a curriculum, according to the child needs, right? It'll be one curriculum for all entire 20 children in the classroom. That's not going to work, because everyone has their own learning way, right? Everyone milestone is going to be different. So how we can accommodate these things in a same topic but in a different way? How can we organize activities for our children? That is very, very important for us to learn before we enter the preschool classroom, right? And then demanding parents, how can we forget parents? Because they will have so many questions to come and ask you, why the classroom is like this, why the curriculum is like that. I can see that other children are learning 1 to 20 numbers, but why not your class school is teaching these numbers? They will have so many questions to ask you. You have to be in a position to answer them with the right research, correct? You just can't say whatever you wanted, right? You have to give them a appropriate answer so that they're also satisfied. Okay, they feel that, okay, fine, my teacher is aware of the current trends, I don't have to worry about my child, right? My teacher knows what is she doing with my child, she knows how to take care of my child, I don't have to worry for my child. That confidence, no, if you give to a parents, trust me, they will be very happy, they will be the happiest person in the world. But creating that is very, very important, right? And for that, you should be trained. you should be knowing all the skills, right? Any questions, any queries, any escalation is coming, you are in a position to answer them properly. That is something which you will be gaining after you're done with this particular course, right? And discipline without punishment. In our days, teacher used to hit us if we don't do any particular work. More than that, our parents used to come and tell, okay, give him one or two, I don't worry. But now it is not like that. You even can't raise your voice to a child because they will feel sad. They'll openly tell you, I'm hurt because of you, because you screamed at me, ma'am. Right? Oh, my ma'am held my hand very hard, very strongly. My hand is paining. My ma'am called me like this, right? So you should know the right approach that you use with your children, right? The empathy, the love language, what you should build with your children, the connection between you and your child. How can you create those bonding? Everything is very important, right? So that is what that all we are going to learn in this particular session, right? So now I'll just play you one video, okay? So how we are teaching Gen Alpha in the traditional manner. Again, when I play this video, I'm not, highlighting that this is a bad teaching method. No, I'm not at all saying that. But this is what something we used to do few years back. It was okay, but for that particular generation. But now we have to change our technique. So you can just watch the video. Let me know if you're able to hear the audio.
So let us have a quick recap of what we are learning, children. Yes, we are learning simple additions. Yes, what are these, children? Mangoes. And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. So in one hand I have 4 mangoes, and in the other hand I have 4 mangoes. And if I add them together, how many do I get? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So what did we do? 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Yes. Good. Lollipop. Yes. Now how many lollipops do I have? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now on the other hand, how many lollipops do I have? 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to, now count how many are there, children? Wait, I'll help you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Yes. Now let's see few more.
So this is a traditional method which we used to use back then to teach with to teach concept with our children. But again, as I told you, that Gen Alpha has a very limited attention span, and they wanted something very creative, innovative in the classroom, and the energy of a teacher. Everything matters to for our Gen Alpha generation, right? So it is very important to rework on your curriculum accordingly, the way you teach, right? That is very, very important. Not only that, imagine if you have the same skills even today, that will lead you to a low paid salary, because every school, every interview that you attend, right, they will ask you what are the new skills that you have, right, and what are the different teaching approaches that you can that you can use with the children, right, and what are the different styles that you can, styles means approaches that you can use, and the resources that you can use, what are the tech tools that you are aware of. All these skills are very, very important for you to know, correct, right? And then whenever you go to schools and all, you can see that many schools say very proudly that okay, we are play based, we adapt play based learning approach, right? Or we always seek to research based foundation training. Like every teacher, according to NEP 2020, it is mandated that every teacher should get this training, right? It is very mandated. Without training, we are not eligible to work with children, correct? And then just academic is not something preschool education talks about. We have to look to their holistic development also. And keeping those holistic development, how can we create those assessment for our children? We can't give any written examination for our preschool children, but without giving examination, how can we assess them? In which area that we have to assess them? What are the assessment
अच्छा
criteria?
अब क्लोरीन का तुम कर
Right?
ठीक है
All those things we are going to cover in our course, right? So this is just a basic graph over here. I'm just mentioning, right? So if you don't have a proper, training certificate, then of course the salary will be low. But when you have a good, education or knowledge in this particular industry, then what will be your salary across different stream I have just mentioned on the screen. We are not going very detailed into this, okay? Moving on, right? It is very important that you equip yourself to teach the Gen Alpha, right? And whatever I spoke now, like the skills that you wanted and how to manage your parent communication and the innovative teaching practices, everything we are going to learn in our NTT or ECCE live interactive course. Now, moving to the course element. So we have term 1 and term 2. Okay. So term 1 includes introduction to ECC, right? And we will cover the history and philosophy of pre-primary education, child development psychology, behavior and learning difficulties in children. This is a very important, very beautiful topic. I think everyone should be aware of this topic very importantly. Child welfare, health and safety, literacy and numeracy, foundation literacy and numeracy, lesson planning, worksheet, assessment, maintaining record of your children, how to do that, those things, professional ethics and continuing professional development, involving parents and community, blending moments, music and creativity, art and craft. So all these topics we'll be covering in term 1. And in term 2, we have building 21st century skills, right? Differentiated learning, understanding children with special needs and inclusive education, classroom and time management, job readiness, phonics, and if you're planning to open your preschool or a daycare management, what and all things that you should be aware of. Complete details we will take you in this particular topic. So if you see the course structure, we will start with introduction to ECC, that what you should know about ECC, and we will end the course with how you can start your preschool or a daycare management, right? So this is something, you can see the graph, how it is going from, you know, you have no information to the, to the place where you can own your own preschool. So this is something which is going to cover in this particular course. Again, to give you a small note over here, term 1 is diploma entity, term 2 is PG diploma entity. So if you're taking PG diploma, both the terms will be covered. If you're taking diploma only term 1 will be covered. Questions I'll be taking later. I would request you to wait, Lakshmi. So sorry. Right.
No, not
Okay.
for that.
Right. So moving on to the next part, that is learning kit. Every participant who is going to take course from NTT, we will be providing the learning kit, which is included in the course, which will have all the basic, I would say more than basic elements which are there for you in the kit, which you can use with your children. All the circle time materials what you need. So circle time is when we take with children sitting in a circle, we conduct all the date, calendar, weather, and we talk about the topics, everything. It is covered over there, the flashcards and numbers, finger puppets, and phonics spin board, right? And then we have storyteller box, touch and read, like whenever you're developing the language skills, all these things are very, very important. So many kits, so many items will be provided in your NTT kit. So I would request you to just have a a quick view on this particular screen, like how you can integrate the kit what we provide with the topics what we teach in our online session. So just I'll give you 1 minute time to just quickly go through. So every topic whenever we conduct, what are the suitable items that we can include in our teaching, we'll be taking that and we'll be explaining you with that. So how we can use those things in the classrooms and everything. Okay. Yes. So moving on to the next very important, innovative teaching approaches. This is very important. Play-based learning, regime approach, project-based learning, inquiry-based learning, Waldorf education, integrated learning, flipped classroom. So when you hear this particular name, I think majority of you will be knowing this play-based approach, Montessori approach, but there are other approaches which we can utilize in our curriculum. Different way of teaching, different way of learning, right? Everything we'll be learning in this particular course. Not only that, during our sessions, right, we'll be having a real life scenarios which you have to solve. Okay. And again, the scenario will not going to be like a very boring text where we will read and then you will be solving the scenario. Instead, we'll be having a video. Okay. So give me 1 minute, let me share that video to you. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to speak to you about something important. It's about the amount of homework my child is getting.
Good morning, Mr. Sharma. Sure, but I have to head into the classroom soon. Can we make it quick?
It won't take long. I'm really concerned. My son has been staying up late every night, struggling to finish the homework. He's so tired and stressed. I think he's being given too much work.
I understand your concern, Mr. Sharma, and I agree that balance is important. But right now, the other students are waiting for me in class. Can we continue this conversation later, maybe after school or via phone? We can find a solution that works for your child.
But this needs to be fixed. He's just a child and the pressure is affecting his health.
Absolutely, and we'll address it together. Let's schedule a time to talk about it in detail and find a solution that reduces his stress. I'm sure.
Right. So imagine when you have such kind of situations in your preschool, right? So how you have to address this particular situation. So we'll be taking more real life scenarios, right? And we'll be asking our participant to solve this particular scenario so that whenever you encounter such scenarios wherever you're working, so how to answer them, right? So that is something which we'll be learning in our course, right? And the next interesting topic which we'll be covering is the thematic teaching approach, right? I hope few of you will be knowing what is thematic teaching approach. Like we'll be having one theme for that particular week or for that particular month, and we'll be using everywhere, we'll be talking about that particular theme with our children, right? So, and even the NEP 2020 also suggests that we should use thematic approach for our children, right? So yeah, let us know more details about that. So how we can utilize this themes in our curriculum. For example, imagine if animal is your theme, right? Instead of only talking about Saloni, I would request, please do not scribble on my screen. Please do not scribble on my screen. Yes. So imagine if you're talking about animal, instead of only talking about animal name or just showing the flashcard of animal, you can include so many other aspect of animal, right? It can be the habitat of animal, storytelling, vocabulary development, and you can also create an event on animals, sound of animals, art and craft on animals. So how you can include every aspect in your curriculum. That is something which is very innovative. We should be knowing about, right? And as I told you, that we'll be organizing the Olympiad for our teachers, right? So we have a teacher, that is Simran Preet, so who have secured first in our pre-primary Olympiad. So she will be explaining you about thematic approach, right? So I would request everyone to watch her video, and then we will discuss further.
Session will be the thematic integrated approach, and blended learning will be there, and hands-on experience will be there for the children. And I will use the approach of 3C model, like connect, conduct, and conclude. I will not directly tell children about the topic. I will create inquiry based learning, and then children will get on the topic by themselves. So I will start with dramatic role play. My buddy teacher will come with this tiger mask on, like this. Then I will start the inquiry based, like, oh, who is there in our class today? Do you know who is this? How does he looks like? Okay, think. Do you think that our classroom is the right place for the tiger to roam around or live? Then what do you think, where should the tiger live? So these kind of inquiry based questions will connect them with the topic. So I will also get to know about the prior knowledge, like overview of the prior knowledge, like what they learn about the jungle and the animals. After this, then after the dramatic role play, I will show them this picture on the screen and ask them about what is happening in the picture. This will also let me know about the prior knowledge of the children about the jungle and the animals. So I will get an overview. So after this, I will show children a video. In the video, the animals, their sounds and features are covered, and this video will also act as a flipped classroom resource also for the children. And after the video, I will go for the conduction part. In conduction, I will show the animal flashcards, like I will be having a mystery bag and I will take out a flashcard from the bag. Oh, let's see who is hiding inside the bag. Take it out. Oh, what is this? Do you know who was hiding in my bag? Yes, it's a lion. How does lion sounds like? Oh, lion roars. It's the king of the jungle and it has mane on its body. So like this, I will be covering all the animals through the flashcards. After the features will be covered in this flashcard part. After this, guess the sound game will be there. In this, I will play the sound of the animals, like, so students have to guess. And for the kids, appreciation timely is very needed, like whoever has given the answer right, I will appreciate them. This will encourage them to participate more. So by this, I will get to know like how much they have learned about the sounds and the features. So after conduction part, conclusion will be there, like two groups. I will divide the class into two groups. One group will play I Spy game. In this, I will tell children, okay, so I spy with your little eyes. Everyone do this. I spy with your little eyes and find something that has a big trunk and it is green color. Find something. So in this picture that I have given to the students, they will circle elephant. So in this way, I will get to know about the ongoing assessment, like what they have learned. And as a feedback, I will help them wherever they need. And the second group, they will make the animal model. Then I will swap the groups so that both the groups can do the work. After that, both models will be there with the children of their group. So they have to explain their model. So in this way, they have learned about features, sounds, and animal names. So thematic integrated approach is done. Like the names of the animals is covered under vocabulary literacy, the number of animals they have used in the model, numeracy, and the habit and the features of the animals in understanding the world. Blended learning is there, proper use of online digital material is there, and handmade material is also there, and hands-on experience as a model making. In jungle model making scene, I will be assessing the peer assessment as well, like how is their relation with their friends, are they helping each other or not. So it will also be covered. As an exit ticket, they have to write the number of animals they have used in their model, they have to stick it on the board, and then they can leave for the day. This will be the plenary of my session. Thank you so much.
Yes, I think this video would have given you a little overview of how exactly we have to plan for one particular topic for a child, right? So which are the areas that we are going to cover. So if you remember in the initial, I told you pre-primary education is not only about ABCD or 1 to 3. We have to integrate all these things, skills in our curriculum, right? The literacy, numeracy, understanding of the world, the connection between their peers, like social and emotional connection between their peers, those developments. So everything is very important when you talk about a child. So that is the reason we say it has to be a holistic development, holistic curriculum, right? That is very, very important over here, right? And now the preschool and they are looking for a digitally and AI savvy teachers. So before it was only digital savvy, but now it includes even AI also. It is very important that you should have all these skills with you, right? So I hope that in our courses that we are offering advanced AI for educators. So that platform will give you all the information what is required for you. So how to utilize those skills in your journey. So that is something which we offer to you. Okay. Not only that, we also have Google certified educator certification program as well. Now, and when we talk about AI, there are so many things which is going to cover, right? So we take you through how to create images, video editing, how to create comic books, story books, and online assessment, digital storybooks, mastering Canva, creating videos. All these things we'll be covering in your AI classes. Okay. So I'm going to play a viral video to make learning fun. So this is something which we found in Instagram, and this is happening in China. So just watch this particular video. Right? So this was very fun because children likes to play this kind of games in their classroom. But what if I told you that you can make something like this? Yes, from Up Educator, like once you're done with your courses. So let us check how you can do that. So what is the platform that we'll be giving? I'm not going to take you that how we are going to develop this, but I will take you through how we have set up the same thing, right? Yeah, can you see my screen? So this is something Educator has designed, which you'll also be learning, right? So for example, this is tug of math. So 5 plus 7, whenever you're asking a question, they have to give an answer. So it keeps moving on. Not only that, we have tug of war 2, that is about language. For example, find A. Okay, I have car, pig, owl, and apple. Okay, it is apple. So find F. If I'm selecting different option, then I'm not going to get marks on that, points on that. Not only this, you can also teach phonics, right? So we will have phonics letters like this. So right now I'm just showing you the Hindi one. For example, imagine if you're clicking on any one flashcard.
A से आम.
It gives you the sound and it says the name of that particular object, whatever you have in the flashcard, right? And not only that, you can also create an event page, which is very, very important for a preschool because you'll be having so many events conducting in your organization. So giving a right information for parents is very, very important. So you can create a page like this and you can give access for your parents so they get to know which all events are coming, how I have to prepare, what kind of dress code or food or timing, everything will be mentioned in this particular event page, right? Not only that, as I told you, you can also create a story book. This is a sample book which I would like to show it to you, right? So this is something like this you can create for your children based on the story which you wanted to do with your children, right? So all these things you can learn in our platform, right? Moving on, the comic book, right? The resources, storybook creation, and all those things. Okay, so quickly I will take you to sample journals. So you will be getting few journals which you have to do during your course, right? So again, when you are when you have more knowledge on this tech and AI, you can easily do. You don't have to write or draw, color, cut and paste. No, we are not going to encourage that journals over here. So I'll just show you the sample one which one of our student who had made, right? So you can just see everything is AI tech, use of digital tools, right? So this is something which we want you to create, right? So I remember, during my NTT, I used to draw, color, paint, and all those things I used to do. I used to cut out pictures from newspapers and I used to paste on my journals, but I don't think so now you have to have those difficulties. You will be having those difficulties because everything you can do it with AI or tech, right? Right. So now moving on to the certification, right? So once you're done with NTT or ECCE, what are the certification you will be getting or you can get? First thing, the students who are completing their entity, diploma entity or PG diploma entity, they are eligible to give Skill India examination, that is NCVET, government approved certification. Okay. For this certification, if you have to get this particular certificate, always remember you have to give examination, and the examination is going to be completely online with MCQ questions. You will be having MCQ questions and also a viva. Okay, so again, more details on Skill India examination will be conducted once you come to the course. We'll be creating a separate group and then we'll be sharing you all the information over there. But to give you a general information on Skill India examination, you have to give online MCQ examination and then the viva. Okay, so you'll be getting a certificate like this plus the mark sheet. Okay, and then if you're taking Google certification, then you'll be getting a Google certified educator certificate, or if you're taking advanced AI course certificate, you'll be getting that certification as well, right? And then once you're done completing your diploma and entity, you'll be getting a course completion certificate along with mark sheet. So if you look at the mark sheet, we have marks like every module you will be having assignments, you will be having a journals, you will have also the viva. So everything compiling, you will be getting a mark sheet also for your course, right? And then moving on, this is the separate like extra certificates which you will be getting if you have opt or you are going to opt for PG diploma. So PG diploma will have like classes on phonics. So once you're done with phonics class, you'll be getting phonics certificate, and you'll be having a calligraphy class. Once you're done with that, you'll be getting calligraphy certificate, STEAM DIY class. So once you're done with this, you'll be getting certificate on this. So remember, these certificates are only for PG diploma or PG diploma course, not for diploma. Okay, for diploma only you'll be getting this three, that is Skill India exam. If you're giving Skill India, then you will be getting Skill India examination, then AI, advanced AI certification, then the course completion and mark sheet certification. And next, the phonics certification, calligraphy, STEAM DIY will be getting only in PG diploma courses. Okay. Again, once you're done with PG diploma, you'll be getting the mark sheet and the course completion certificate. Once you're done with the all training, all assessment, all examination, we'll be providing you the placement assessment, right? So we have a team, we will take your details and we'll be assisting you with the placement. Not only that, we will also train you how you can give your interview. Before you give an interview, what kind of information that you should be aware of, how to give interview before you apply for the job, what are the criteria that you should see, what are the research that you have to do. All those things will be taken by us. We will be giving you those informations as well. Okay, right. Okay, now we have trained more than 1,000 plus educator on this and who are currently working in different preschools across India. Now the mentors for the program. So let me introduce Manju Borka. So she is our head of academics, right? And then we have Miss Upasana. She is also our trainer who will be taking your classes. And my name is Sindhu. Even I will also be taking your sessions. And we saw Simran Preet video. Even she is also our trainer who will be taking your sessions in whichever batch you are joining, right? And we also have our visiting faculties where you'll be having few workshops, master classes conducted by these people. So you will also get to learn so many things from them as well. Okay. And now coming to the program variant, we have, as I mentioned, we have diploma in entity and we have PG diploma in entity. So again, don't get confused. We have diploma in entity or ECCE or PG diploma in entity or ECCE. So whichever name you would want to take, title you wanted to take, you can select for that, right? So yeah, so more about diploma in entity, that is, as I explained, that you'll be having journal maker, you'll be having 5 journals, 10 lesson plans, and material development, age appropriate learning materials, how you can create presentation skill demo that you'll be giving in the end of the program, and the Viva also will be included in your session, right? And this is a course line for diploma in entity. Now, the fees for diploma in entity is 24,000, right? So, which includes your diploma training. If you're taking AI in advanced AI, then that will be the different, that fees will be different, and skill India examination fees and Up Educator AI platform fees, right? Moving on to the PG diploma in entity, these are the course structure that we'll be covering. Certification details. Here again, you'll be having 5 more additional journals which you have to make. So if you are in doing 5 journals in diploma, when you're coming to PG diploma, 5 more will be added on. So totally 10 journals you'll be creating if you're taking PG diploma. Okay. And we have mock interviews, demo classes, everything conducted for this particular course as well. Okay. But the additional certificate, as I told you, phonics, calligraphy, STEAM DIY will be provided to you. Right? Okay. So this is about the diploma fees. I would give you a moment to please see this. Diploma in entity, 15,900. So this is a special offer which we are giving you today since you have all have joined the webinar. Okay, I will be sharing you a link in the chat box. Give me 1 second.
Ma'am, your screen
Share
is not
in the chat box. If you have any questions, we can take the questions now. Yes, you can raise your hands. I can call out your name so that we can answer your questions if you have any. Yes, Lakshmi.
Hey ma'am, I have completed the entity almost. We need to get certification. That's all pending. Is this like the Skill India is going to take another session for that?
Yes, every month we'll be having Skill India. So if you're planning to give Skill India examination, then we will take your details and we will add you in that WhatsApp group.
Yeah, ma'am. And right now, GEC class is going on, so that's why I need to come.
You're a current existing student, Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
then we will connect with you, Lakshmi.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, ma'am.
So
Thank
you
you.
can just message to your trainer so that she will take you from there.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
ma'am.
Lakshmi. Thank you so much. Yes, Nikita.
Ma'am, is there any age limit for this?
For learners, you're asking the
Learning? Yes,
participants?
yes, yes.
No, there is no age group. There is no age group. Anyone can join.
Okay. And also, I have completed my ECCE course.
Mhm.
So can I again repeat the NTT course, the PG one,
Yes, you can. You
or
can.
it's the same?
So I would recommend you to, because I have shown you the curriculum, right? Whatever we are going to cover,
Okay.
right? You can just cross verify which are the topics that you have finished in your ECCA. Are there any new topics that we are going to cover? So if you are taking PG, I think it is going to be advanced for you, so that you will be having more topics on those,
Okay.
in the course, right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Yes, Manila. Manila Ahuja. Okay. Sujata. Sujata, please. Okay. Rizwana.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
it is totally online or offline?
It is going to be completely online, Rizwana. So it is going to be online session. So again, if you are opting for diploma in NTT, you will be having three class in a week. So alternative day you will be having classes.
What
If
are
you're
the
opting for
timings, ma'am,
degree
for this?
diploma classes, it is going to be 2 days in a week. Timing will be,
Oh,
we have two slot. We have 5:30 to 7 one slot, and we have 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. slot. So both the classes are going to be in the evening only. So we made this arrangement so that even working people also can join the session.
can they
The
can work and they can join the classes as well as.
Yeah,
And what about the assessments and everything? It's also going on the online sessions, ma'am. Like we
everything
have
online. Yeah, everything. Assignment is
oh,
online, assessment is online,
online.
examination is online, classes is online. So everything is going to be online only.
Okay, okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yes, Neha.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, apart from ECC and entity, do we have other courses as well, like on
Yes, yes,
special
we do. We do.
education?
Yes, we don't have something on special education, right? But we have other tech courses. So I'll be taking you through that. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So these are the other courses which we offer, like Google Certified Educator Level 1 and Level 2. And once you're done with Level 1 and Level 2, only then you can become a good Google Certified Trainer, AI course for educational leadership, Advanced AI for Educator course. This is something which we are offering for our teachers now. And then online teacher course for educator. If you are teaching in online, what are the skills that you should be knowing? So we have course for that. Cambridge International Certificate and Diploma in Teaching and Learning. ATE, that is Innovative Teaching Practice courses, and MEP is a Skill India thing. STEAM Certified Teachers, Drone for Educator, STEAM Robotics, right? And again, the ECCE or entity which we are offering now, and then we also have Montessori teacher training, right? So these are the courses which we offer. So if you wanted to know more details on that, I would request you to please, visit our website www.upeducator.com. You will get all the details, all the course structure. So just select the course, you will be getting all the details over there, right? Moving back to the questions now, Kavita. Kavita, Chetna.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I just want to ask you that what will the duration for this course?
Duration.
Yes.
Okay, if it is for a diploma in NTT, then it is going to be the class duration will be that in online session is going to be for 4.5 months, 4.5 to 5 months. The online sessions, plus you'll be getting
Okay.
additional time to finish your assignments and everything. If it is going to be a PG, like term
Yes.
2, it is going to be for roughly 6 months online sessions.
Okay. And ma'am, what will be the fee structure for PG diploma course?
1 second, I'll share. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so PG diploma is 33,000, but today if you are enrolling, then you'll be getting this PG diploma course was 22,900. Okay, so I'll be sharing you a link in the chat box. So please fill up that link if you want to get this offer for both the courses, for diploma in entity or PG diploma in entity. Give me 1 minute, let me share that.
This offer is for today only, ma'am.
So those who have joined for webinar, I'll be sharing a form link. So if you fill up the form, you'll be getting the offer.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Moving on. Rizwana.
Hi, ma'am. Can we do PG diploma directly instead of doing diploma?
See, if you're taking PG diploma, you'll be having 2 terms, but we will see your background, whether if you have completed your any diploma or anything, if you have any prior knowledge. So based on that only, it can be decided. It happens, learners to learner.
Okay, ma'am. I have completed my Montessori training and childcare education,
Okay.
ECCE. So
Mm-hmm.
can I go for PG diploma directly?
Yes, you can. You can. Okay, I have sent you the form link in the chat box. Can everyone please click on the form and fill up the details? Yes, Sayeda? Sayeda?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I have completed my entity training from
Mm-hmm.
JNN YCSET and
Mm-hmm.
AICCE. So, is that diploma valid, right?
AICCE, right? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, because I have completed 2 diplomas for entity training. One
Okay.
from JNN YCSET, that is Jawaharlal Nehru,
Mm-hmm.
and second one is from AICCE. So,
It is valid.
do I need to do the entity training again?
You can join for PG diploma,
PG diploma. Okay. And also, is that diploma valid and valuable?
which we are providing.
No, which I have completed.
Yes, it is. It is valid. So please connect with the admission counselor, so they will give you more details on this. Okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Kavita. Kavita Rana. Okay, right. I hope you all have filled your form. Yes, Shilpa Jain. Shilpa Jain.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Have you shared the form in the link?
Yes, we have shared the form in the chat box link.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Please, I want everyone to please fill up the form. Please fill up the form and comment yes if you have done filling up the form. Shilpa Jain, I can see that you have raised your hand. If you want to talk, please unmute yourself and then ask your question. Yes. Okay. Others? If you have any question, please let me know. Thank you so much for your response in the chat box. I would request everyone to please fill up the form. And please comment yes or done in the chat box so that we get to know that you have filled. Okay, so if you wanted to know more details about the course or you wanted to get in touch with us, so just reach out to us. I'm going to share the contact details on my screen so that you just know to whom to reach out. Okay, so this is a contact detail. So yeah, so please reach out to us, write us if you have any concerns or mail, or just visit our website to know more course details, or call to this particular number to get more details on your course. Okay, so we'll be there here to help you. Any questions, anything, you can always reach to us. Okay, so if you want, you can just take a screenshot of this so that you don't forget. I hope you all had an interactive session, like it was informative, I hope. So if you like my session, you can
Yes,
just
ma'am.
give me a comments in the chat box. Okay, so if there are no questions to take, then we are done for the day. So we'll be waiting for you to see you in our classes. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and good night, everyone. Thank you so
Good
much.
night, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.